Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader.
Oh, what chance, surely! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha, passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Kante. João Neves. And here's Kante. Messi. Oh, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that's well spotted. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. That is great defending, so alert. Can he get on the end of this? Conte. Adams. Good running, strong and purposeful. Good ball, good take. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Cruzeiro are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Foden! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. It's a pretty loose pass. João Neves. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for a runner, chips it through. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Messi. Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk. Now it's Kökçü. Nicely shaped ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's put paid to a promising move. And the shot! Cruzeiro are back on level terms. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here. And he's in on Mbappe!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And this is Messi. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe. And it's Kukçu. It's a searching pass. And that could set him on his way. Conte. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Mbappe. He's got away. Tries to cross. No, that's overhit. And he shoots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Kukçu really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Foram indicados 2 minutos
Messi
de
takes
acréscimo.
control of it and he's on the move. Messi, and Messi! There it is! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Cruzeiro go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part.
And we've reached half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Cruzeiro are leading, but tries a shot! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Cruzeiro go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Might be danger here. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's a key interception. Vitinha. It's Vinicius Junior. Kante unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Cruzeiro are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Ambitious ball here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Messi. Conte. Vinicius Junior. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Messi. Now can they get it back? Batasagi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Conte. And this is Messi. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nicely weighted ball, nicely worked. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Can he get it through? It's played through for him. Big chance! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 14, camisa 9, camisa 8.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vitinha. And it's Ronaldinho, and he welcomes it in. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great vision. Now there's a fine ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. That is good alertness. Aims beyond the defence. Chance! Goal! Cruzeiro! And they've got their lead back. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Cruzeiro get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And he cuts out the supply. Cruzeiro moments now away from seeing this one out. Looking to play him in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, well played, well played.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de
Back in
acréscimo.
possession and ready to go again. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Sohn shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target. Conte. Kukçu goes sliding in. Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Batasagi. And that will be the final act. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Sommer makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect? He's had a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Inter! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly... And the shot! Çalhanoğlu. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's bounced back off the post. And here's the chance to counter. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hernandez. He's having a go! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Barella. Now it's Dovbyk. That has not gone well. Dovbyk. And that's an excellent interception. Long ball upfield. The fry kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gatti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He has found the way through. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That has been cut short. Barella, Dovbyk. And the pass is intercepted. McTominay. And it's Acerbi. Stefan de Vrij. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passes. Dovbyk! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? The pass has gone astray. McTominay. Oh, good ball! Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Costa Curta. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Milan are looking to go forward now. Pinches it off him. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Dovbik. Corner number 2 then. McTominay! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Van Basten, always looking for that half a chance.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ribery. And they're back on the ball again. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Del Piero. It's a searching pass. Oh, super find. And he was quick to react. And here's Ribery. De Ketelaere. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Del Piero. Ribery. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's come to nothing. Costa Curta. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Milan looking to pass their way through. Rafael Leao. He's found the way through. Swings it across. Mkhitaryan. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Inter Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 12, numero 14, Modric.
And we're underway again.
Lasciano il campo per
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Gatti. Agic. Played into space. And he cuts out the supply. Aimed beyond the defence. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Dovbyk on the finish! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Martinez really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
A header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Barella. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Ribery. And here's Del Piero. A heavy challenge. Knocks it into space. Hernandez with... Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Just about up to the hour now. And Del Piero! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gonzalez. DiMarco wins the duel this time. Tries to play it through. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Dink through. Tomori. Ajic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Threads one in. He's shifting. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's gone in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And here's Dovbyk. Çalhanoğlu. And no, that was never going to make it. Dovbyk.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's intervened well there. No, that's been intercepted. McTominay. And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? Costa Curta. Ribery
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
thinks about the shot. Looking for a corner.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Zielinski, nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, important interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Driving on and making good progress, and he's managed to get free. A lot of space ahead of him.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Zielinski. That's a nicely shaped ball. Has a shot! Oh, crossbar! That's very neat. Çalhanoğlu. And time is up. Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Di usare le apposite aree di parcheggio.